It was just another ordinary night. I had wrapped up a long day of work, ready to settle into my usual evening routine. Little did I know that this night was going to be anything but ordinary. As I stepped into my bathroom to wash up before bed, I immediately noticed something strange. The air felt unusually cold, almost as if a window had been left open. But I knew that wasn't the case. The bathroom was sealed shut. I shook it off, thinking maybe the AC was on full blast, though I didn't remember setting it that low. I turned on the tap, letting the water run as I reached for my toothbrush. That's when I saw it. At first, I thought my tired eyes were playing tricks on me. But no, there it was, clear as day. A message, written on my bathroom mirror, in blood. Leave now. My heart started pounding. Who could have done this? I lived alone and I hadn't had any visitors. My first instinct was to think it was some kind of prank, but how? My apartment was secure and I hadn't seen or heard anyone enter. I cautiously stepped closer to the mirror, my breath fogging up the glass as I leaned in. The letters were thick and dripping, the red liquid slowly trailing down the mirror's surface. I didn't want to believe it was real blood, but deep down, I knew it had to be. The color, the consistency, it was too real. Who did this? I whispered, the words barely escaping my dry throat. But of course there was no answer, only silence. My mind raced, trying to make sense of the situation. Could it have been an intruder? But why leave a message like this? And how did they get in? As these thoughts flooded my mind, I suddenly heard a noise, an almost imperceptible creak. It was coming from behind me, from inside the hallway. My heart jumped into my throat as I spun around, expecting to see someone standing there. But the hallway was empty. Is someone there? I called out, my voice trembling with fear. No response, just the same unsettling silence that had been haunting me since I walked into the bathroom. I forced myself to take a deep breath, trying to calm the rising panic. Maybe it was just my imagination, heightened by the disturbing message on the mirror. Maybe I was overreacting, but even as I tried to rationalize it, I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. I turned back to the mirror, the message still glaring back at me, taunting me. What did it mean? Was I in danger? Should I leave like it said? I couldn't just stand there, paralyzed by fear. I needed answers. Grabbing my phone, I quickly snapped a photo of the mirror before hurrying out of the bathroom. I didn't know who to call. Should I go to the police? But what would I tell them? That someone broke into my apartment just to write a message in blood and then vanished without a trace? It sounded insane, even to me. I decided to search my apartment first. If someone was still inside, I needed to know. I started with the bedroom, cautiously checking under the bed and the closet, every possible hiding place. But there was nothing. The rest of the apartment was the same. Completely empty, no signs of forced entry, no other messages, no intruder. It was as if the message had appeared out of thin air. But that was impossible, right? Things like that don't just happen. But then again, how do you explain a message written in blood? As I stood in the middle of my living room, phone in hand, I found myself questioning everything I thought I knew. What if this was something beyond the ordinary? Something supernatural? The thought sent chills down my spine, but I couldn't ignore it. It was the only explanation that made sense. But if it was true, if something otherworldly was trying to communicate with me, what was I supposed to do? The message was clear. Leave now. But leave where? My apartment? The city? My life? I knew I had to make a decision. Staying here in this place didn't feel safe anymore. But where would I go? And was leaving really the answer? Or was it a trap? As I pondered my next move, a sudden noise shattered the silence. It was coming from the bathroom again. My heart skipped a beat as I slowly made my way back. The door was ajar, the cold air even more pronounced now. I pushed the door open, my hands shaking. The message was gone. In its place, written in the same blood-red letters, was a new word: run. That was it. I didn't need any more convincing. Grabbing my keys and phone, I bolted out of the apartment, not daring to look back. What was this? A warning? A threat? Or something worse? I still don't know the answer, and maybe I never will. But I do know one thing. Whatever it was, it wanted me gone. If you made it this far, let me know what you think in the comments. Have you ever experienced anything like this? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to hear more chilling stories like this one.